Hello, ACTRA Toronto. Abuse of power and sexual harassment. It's a systemic issue in society at large. Now, in the wake of the allegations about producer Harvey Weinstein, an alarming number of performers in our own union have started speaking out as well, in the newspapers and online. I'm incredibly proud of the courageous women and some men who've called ACTRA to share their stories or come in to speak to me and to staff about their own experiences here in Toronto. The calls haven't stopped. And the stories I'm hearing are horrific. But what I personally find more disappointing is how many of us have been abused and how few have filed complaints. Is that because we feel we have no voice? Have we become so immune, so used to being harassed, having perpetrators cross the line on set and in the audition process? As your president, and as a woman who's been sexually attacked 4 times myself, I promise you, I am fiercely committed to fighting this on every front. Now, this is a complicated and nuanced problem. Eventually, we're going to need everyone to come to the table. Academics, who are going to help us collect data, government and lawmakers, because I think we're going to have to change some laws, and the police, because who are you going to call? But my first instinct was to ask our own industry that we love so much to take collective action to ensure that the abuses stop. Because no union or guild or agent or performer can do this alone. So what have we done so far? Well, I immediately reached out to Canadian Unions for Equality on Screens, CUES, attended a meeting of CUES where all participants agreed it is time to initiate a broader conversation and a plan for action. And as a result of that meeting, ACTRA is asking industry partners to join us in just a few short weeks for a roundtable on sexual harassment and institutional change. We're looking to create the gold standard for reporting on and dealing with sexual harassment and abuse in the workplace. It is long past time for this industry conversation that will make casting practices reportable, accountable, and a problem for the predator, not for the people they target. So we've reached out and we've gotten promises to be part of this round table from agents, casting directors, producers, directors, writers, crews, suppliers, and a whole host of other industry partners. Because every organization, union and guild that I've talked to, they're all dealing with the same abuse of their own members as well. So all the industry stakeholders are now looking at their own internal policies around harassment, and so are we. The ACTRA Toronto executive met last week. We discussed an action plan. At our upcoming council meeting in just a few days, we're going to have a round table that will expand on the actions that we need to take. Meanwhile, we've hired a special advisor with experience in human rights and sexual harassment to assist us with our initiatives going forward, which will include looking at our own bylaws and constitution, our own anti-harassment policies, our member education courses, the discipline process, and the enforcement of our collective agreements. We've already met once with members who've reached out to me in an emotionally charged but rewarding focus group, and we've set up 2 more sessions to provide a safe space so that we can listen to the difficult stories that our members are telling that will inform what we bring forward to the industry-wide table. Now, we've heard ideas about what needs to be done to create a safe working environment. If you feel that you need to be at this upcoming meeting, please call me. Now, while we're doing all that, there are actions that we can all agree to take now. Number 1, if you see an abusive situation, speak up. There's been too many enablers. Number 2, if you can't, for some reason, help immediately, call me. Call ACTRA Toronto, or if it's after hours, call our after-hours on-set emergency hotline. Number 3, and this one is just so easy. Do not take any more meetings alone. Number 4, do not take meetings in hotel rooms or bars or restaurants. I mean, if you must do so, Bring your agent, bring your partner, or bring a friend. I wanted you to know the steps we're taking because I don't want the responsibility of taking down a repeat offender to fall on your shoulders alone. We've seen too many accusers dragged through the courts by folks who had deeper pockets than they did. We know where that ended. I know there's a lot of anger out there, deservedly so, and I'm angry too. But I think we should take solace in knowing that for the first time ever, we have the entire industry on side with a shared sense of urgency to fix these problems together. Stay safe, my friends. Thank you.